This is part 2 on how to make the dog sweater, and it's time for us to start folding over the collar to make that fuzzy little collar at the top. And once you have knitted enough that you can double it up and still have enough width for your collar, and of course that depends on the size of the dog, then it's time to try and fold that over and have a nice neat edge on your sweater. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the inside of the sweater and you're going to pull that original edge up, and the edge is made up of all kinds of little loops from that first set of loops that you put on to get it onto the loom. And you're going to take those loops and you're just simply going to put them over the top of your loom all the way around so that you can use those to knit it together. The fuzzy yarn is harder to use than the other yarn, but it can be done. So this is just the edge of your already knitted portion. And once you get it started, it just puts it on itself. Going over the loops. Now you still have this tail from the original starting of your piece, and you want that to be inside. So you need to tuck that in while you're finishing up so that it's not hanging out when you're all done. So you just tuck it right in there and then continue to put the loops onto the pegs. Until you've gone all the way around. See, here's one that's missing. And making sure that you have 2 loops on each peg again. Now you're going to go back and you're going to knit that just the way you did before. So you need your hook. And now you have created 2 loops, and you're going to start back here and take, once again, that lower loop over the top loop. Kind of hard to see with this fuzzy yarn. See, 2 loops. Lower loop over the top loop. All the way around until you get back to your starting peg. So now you're back to 1 loop all the way around, and once you push it down, you can see that you have a nice finished edge. This is the puffy collar for your sweater. Now I like to take the same yarn and finish off 1 row of knitting so that in the same yarn so that it has consistency when it goes onto the rest of the sweater. So I'm going to go around and do a simple knit wrap. all the way around once. And I'm going to knit that off by pulling the bottom over the top for each peg. Once you get back to your starter peg, this is a good time to change yarns if you're choosing to change yarns. So push all of your loops back down on the pegs. And if you're going to change yarns, this is the time to do it. You're going to take this and cut this piece off and tie it to your new yarn. That will be in video 3.